Hi guys.
Hello.
This is the we almost forgot that it was Sunday night. We were watching a movie and we're like, isn't it Sunday? I mean, it just I don't know, time has been thrown off. So we wanted to do a holiday edition Sunday night conversation. Um, and we were watching a movie tonight. We were deciding what to watch, and I said, why don't we rent a holiday movie? And something that we both maybe saw at one point but haven't seen in a while. And we actually rented um, a movie by Bill Murray called Scrooged. Um, and if you haven't seen it or you haven't seen it in a while, go rent it. It's hilarious. I just love Bill Murray. So hey Wendy, hey Sharon, we just wanted to wish everybody a happy holiday season. Hi Amy. So we just want to talk quickly about. Oh, hi Nancy. Your mommy's on.
Mama.
We just wanted to talk about the importance of what we learned from the movie. Your past, your present, and your future, and that you don't need the holidays to treat people kind. It's everyone gets into the holiday spirit, but the holiday spirit can and should be something that's done all year round. So, what were your little takeaways from this?
Yeah, I thought it was funny when we first started watching the movie. I thought about how many times has this story been redone.
Mm.
My sister growing up loved the Muppet Christmas, version of Scrooge, and I think she watched it all the time. So my mom's on here; she can kind of attest to that. But how many times has this story been redone? And right, it's taking this character, this miserable, kind of Scroogey person, and they need to learn and they need to go through these three phases to really get back on their feet and realize that, okay, I need to change my attitude, I need to change my perspective on things, I need to change the way that I treat people, and my attitude towards everything. So I just told Scott, I was like, that's such a great coaching program. you know like how many people nowadays have crummy attitudes or have things where they might need a mindset change because they've been had bad relationships or they've dealt with a lot of bad things or bad people. And I just thought that's so funny because just what we were watching the movie, it was another version of taking someone through that journey. And I feel like so many people kind of sometimes need to look at their past, their present, and their future to really kind of reevaluate where they are.
Yeah, and it's again, it comes back to the golden rule. It's something that my mom always taught me: is that treat others the way that you would want to be treated. And again, listen, the holiday spirit is blah. Why can't everyone be happy and nice all year round? I said that to my kids the other day. Being nice and all that isn't just for Christmas and the holidays. And Amy's absolutely right. Everyone gets so kicked in. Their giving kicks up, and their kindness kicks up, and their awareness kicks up, and it should be. I mean, we decided that we bought each other watches because we both wanted an Apple Watch, but we both decided it was something we actually heard on a podcast. We were listening to this couple, and they said that they don't really do birthday gifts. They don't really do holiday gifts. They give each other gifts all year long to let each other know how much they love each other. They don't need a holiday. They don't need a birthday to treat each other with kindness. And I really feel that same thing can apply to the holiday season. And yes, it's great that everyone gets into the holiday spirit. But I mean, we truly feel like we're in the holiday spirit all the time. We always, are driving to the gym and we're saying, what are you grateful for today? And I'll say what I'm grateful for, or she'll say what she's grateful for. But what I want to challenge you guys to do this holiday season, if you do celebrate Christmas, really, really be present with your families. Really be present with those that are there. Because there's going to come a time, and I don't wish this upon anyone, but I remember celebrating Hanukkah when I was a little kid, and all of my aunts and uncles were there, and my great aunts and my great uncles and my great grandparents and my grandparents, and we had Hanukkah this year, and some of those people sadly aren't with us anymore. And you can't go back. You can't go back to redo something. So I really want to challenge you all to just have an amazing, amazing holiday season. And whatever you guys are doing Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, really be present. Really, really take note of what's going on. Really make this year memorable. And every year that you're given, every day that you're given, make it memorable. Every day can be Christmas Eve. Every day can be Christmas and New Year's and all of those great feelings, all of those things that everyone keeps celebrating, and you keep seeing it. The season of giving. The season of giving, there's only one, and it's all the time. And I just really feel, we were actually driving back from my sister's this afternoon, and we said, man, we got a lot in the last day and a half. We drove down the shore to celebrate my father's 66th birthday, the two of us, my brother-in-law, my sister, my dad, his fiance, her sister. We woke up Saturday, we went to the gym, we drove to Woodstown and met up with our friends, Dawn and Matt, and we went to a winery, and we had some drinks, and we had some dinner, and listened to some live music. We woke up this morning, drove back, and then we went to my sister's to watch the Eagles game. Like, just take advantage of every day that you're given. Don't make Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or whatever holiday is, don't make that the reason that you go to spend time with family or friends. I knew I was looking over and I'm like, are you gonna ghost me here?
I was gonna say I fell asleep multiple times in the movie, so I was like, oh, we're doing a Facebook Live. So no, I mean 100%. And gosh, if you guys haven't seen the interview that Scott did with Matt Newman, it was a week or two ago at this point.
Yeah,
it was 2 weeks.
Ago.
And if you haven't even seen, I know maybe we can put the link in there, but Matt just talks about, he had brain cancer, and I can't get this out of my head, because he talks about, he actually took his daughter to school the one day, and it was because his wife was busy or something, and he sat there and he hung her little jacket up and everything, and she came over to him and she said, Daddy, I really appreciate you taking me to school today. And he was like, why in the world don't I do this more often? And it was certain things that, because he had the situation that he had, he started to appreciate the little moments that he had with his children. And Scott just posted the link right up there. But please check out the video. It's nuts. I mean, how much we take for granted. And yeah, I mean, life is so short. But yeah, I mean, let's not wait for the holidays. And, like Scott said, everyone can celebrate the holidays in their own way too. I mean, I absolutely love the fact that, we kind of came together and we're like, you know what, we're not going to do presents this year. We're just going to kind of do, something between us, and then kind of keep it simple. And it really made it incredibly stress-free. And it was really nice.
Yeah. And I just want to read something that Joe just wrote. Joe said, I'm in the funeral business, and I hear all the time someone say, I wish I had, or I wish I told them how much they meant to me, but it's too late. Love people and tell them while they are here. I mean, this is coming from a gentleman that works on the side of life that a lot of people don't get to see. And go ahead. Yeah,
I was just going to say, it reminds me of a quote. It's not telling someone you love them is like wrapping a present and never giving it to someone.
Oof, wow.
And I love that quote just because it's like, oh, it's so true. Why don't we just say it? We feel it, and the person might not be there tomorrow.
So we encourage you to really just make this holiday season very memorable, and use that feeling of the memories that you're going to create over the next couple of days, and just create as many memories as you can every single day with as many people. If it's a phone call, if it's a text, if it's an email, let that person know how much you love them. And if there's an opportunity to see someone or spend some time with them, go for it. Because we truly do not know when the last opportunity is. And I remember it was a podcast that you had me listen to. I forget who it was, but this woman was saying she was at the grocery store, and it was Mel Robbins. So it was Mel Robbins. So Mel Robbins was telling a story about she was speaking to this woman, and this woman was sharing with her, because she was talking about the 5-second rule. And if you've not read that book, read the book. And this woman was at the supermarket, and she looked across the way, and she saw a kid that grew up with her son. And she looked across, and like, you know, that moment when you run into someone at the grocery store or somewhere, and you're like, do I go up and say hi, or do I not go up and say hi? And she opted not to go up and say hi.
And this happened twice.
And the second time, same thing. She saw him, thought about it, but then didn't do anything. And then tragically, that kid ended up dying in a car accident, I believe.
It was like a week later.
Yeah, a week or two later, he ended up passing away in a car accident. And she kicks herself every single day for not going up to him. But she said that now she institutes the 5-second rule. If she runs into someone that she knows, she goes right up to them. And a perfect example was Nancy and I were down the shore over the summer. We stayed at a bed and breakfast, and we went to get a quick bite to eat. I'm not sure if you remember this or not.
I do.
So we were sitting down to have lunch, and I looked behind Nancy, and I'm like, Nancy, I think that's like one of my parents' family friends that I grew up with. So they were getting ready to leave, and as they walked by me, like, I used the 5-second rule, and I'm like, Cindy? And I don't know if my friend Jamie's on here, but it was her mom. And I said, Cindy, it's Scott. And she was like, oh my God. And, you know, big hug. We hadn't seen each other in years. And one of the other ladies that she was with actually, you know, knew me by name and said, well, you know, I grew up with your mom. So, you know, she said, send your mother my regards. And Cindy actually said to me, she goes, I really appreciate you coming up and saying hi. It really made my day. And she goes, please give my best to, you know, all of your family. And, you know, thank you for stopping by to say hi. And it's that little moment. You don't know when you're going to get those kind of opportunities. So, you know, really make the most of every single day, no matter what.
Yeah, and what do you have to lose? You know, your brain usually tells you. That's what I love about the 5-second rule. And, you know, it's Mel Robbins. It's her thing. So if you haven't heard of her, definitely check her out.
Great book.
But, you know, she just says your brain usually knows what to do. You know the answer. So if you're ever, like, hesitating or unconfident about something, your brain usually tells you within, like, 1 second, you know, what you should do. So it's like, oh, I should go say hello to this person. You know, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go do it. Say hello. Say hi. Call that person you haven't called in a while and tell them you care. You know, always in the Scrooged movie that we're talking about, you know, we saw the Scrooged with Bill Murray. Always in those movies, right? He always has a love interest or someone who he cared about, you know, and he's kind of, you know, tossed him to the side and kind of moved on, and he looks back and he regrets, you know, having that situation. And, you know, I just think it's so incredibly important that there's so many people in our life that sometimes we just don't think about and, you know, don't give them the attention or the appreciation that they deserve. So, you know, if there is someone in your life at this point, you know, use this kind of as a reminder to say, hello, I love you, or I appreciate you, you know, because it's incredibly important.
Yeah, and listen, there's nothing you can do to change the past, but you can absolutely change your future because it hasn't happened yet. So you can't go back and reverse the clock, but just remain present and think about, how do you want to live your life? Who do you want to spend it with? You know, what are some of the things that you wish that you would have did back then that you still have the same opportunity to do now? And that's how you can rewrite history. That's how you can change your life forever. One decision can change all of that. Any last words?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you for we actually did rocks, paper, scissors.
did it
in the hallway, and we're
bringing,
like, because I wanted to do one, and it's not that she didn't, but she goes.
We were bringing the dogs in, and I'm like, all right, rock paper scissors, and we like did the same.
We
like,
literally threw the
row.
same. We threw the same thing. I think 7 times in a row, and then finally, I got her. I think it was. What did I get you with? Oh, I got you with paper. You had rock.
Yeah.
I covered that.
Yeah.
Nancy D. Sometimes the 5-second rule is just as important in reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Go.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
So everyone, please enjoy your holidays. Have a very, very amazing Christmas Eve. Whatever you guys are doing, be safe, be healthy.
Yes.
And Christmas Day, we just wanted to send our love, our gratitude, our appreciation for each and every one of you, to you and your families. Make it memorable. Enjoy this holiday. Really, really create those memories. Take lots of pictures, and just be present. Just be present. So you guys enjoy. Happy holidays, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
See ya.